What's up, YouTube? Back with my Ice Blue for another episode. So, I have finally installed my gear indicator. A lot of you knew I had it. I've had it for ages. Just getting time to do it has been an absolute fucking nightmare, but I finally got it done. Now, I did start doing a video on how to install one, but I'll tell you what, it's taken the last hour and a half just to sort it out because it's just been a fucking nightmare. Just doing it all. I have it mounted here. This one here is the indicator. I've actually glued it on, so this is why this tape is here currently. Also, you know, I run it to the back of my lights because I put a towel tidy on, which is there for you lovely people. I love a towel tidy. It's great. Also, so going back to what I was saying, this is the gear indicator bit here. It was on a 6-pin plug, which is behind the headlight. I installed it slightly different to most people, but you can't even see it behind there. That's how good of a job I did. But yeah, I've got the 6-pin clip behind there. If you're wondering why I didn't show you what's behind the headlight, it's because I would have shown you how I put it all on. But I just had, yeah, it was, trust me, it was just doing my head in, having the light down, and I put it all in, and I put the screws in, torqued all up, just had a drink and whatnot, and I realised I needed to show you behind there, but unfortunately I put this glue on here. I don't want to disturb this any more than I have to be honest with you. But if for any of you, if you want to see behind it, I will show you at a later date. I will upload some videos. But yeah, so basically behind here, this adapter runs down behind all this here, which is then coiled up into its pin, which has been cable tied to one of the wires behind there. Don't worry, it's safe. There's not a lot of stretch on it. Then it's connected to its 6-pin. It's plugged in now, which is waterproof by the way. This lead here is the lead for the indicator. This wire here is the neutral wire. I'll explain that in a minute. It then runs along down here. Let's start it up a little bit, shall we? So this runs along here. These extra little wires here are the sensors, of which these are the sensors down here. If you wonder why I haven't installed them yet, is because the magnet you get with it is pretty crap. So this is the magnet for it. That tiny ass thing, yes. That tiny ass thing. That's what you get with it. Stupid. I recommend you going to your local store or whatnot, but I've been to pretty much every store I can think of to find some button magnets, which are going to go on my indicator here. So until I get the magnets gone there, you can get some magnets on eBay for a few quid, little button ones. Get 2 of them. Glue one actually to your gear shifter, and then stick that one to it. And then I'll be able to locate these where they need to go for the shift up and down. Now I've got my power lead running all the way along here. This is my power lead that runs all the way along here, all cabled up, tied up. It then goes up to here and is connected up to this here. Because this is aftermarket, I had to rewire the lights to it, so I spliced onto that to gain power. That's where my earth and live go. This here is my sensors. Run down there, run behind there. This is my chain, but don't worry, I've already worked out. It's behind here, where my chain is, but it's nice and tight up against this part here. And when these are actually connected down here, it tightens up behind here. Now there's a gap that is about the same distance between this magnet. Right, that's away from the chain. It should not interfere with the chain whatsoever. I'm going to put some tape down here. But it is tucked away nicely, so it's all good. I will be pulling this out to tape it up just to sort of do it. So this is how I've installed my gear indicator. Now I know the guide says how to install a gear indicator, but I'm not actually going to show you how you actually install one because it's a nightmare. Honestly, they are really good. From what I'm seeing so far, I've tested it multiple times. It's really good. I've tested it before I hooked it to the bike, tested it and hooked it to the bike. But yeah, you just got to sort of find your own way you do, because every bike is different. If you want, if you've got an MT125 and you do have one, and you want to know how I did it, drop me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, or leave me a comment below, and I will get back to you with the specs of how to run this. Also, if you're doing it with, if you're going to do an aftermarket license plate holder on 125 MT Yamaha, and you want to do what I've done, exactly what I've done, let me know again, and I'll explain how you need to do it all. But I've used about what, 75-80 inches of wire. Seems a lot, I know, but I didn't need a lot of it. But yeah, again, got to sort of find your own way. Now, I'm also doing this video for R6 Monkey. He's actually a really good guy, to be honest with you. If you've not heard of him or you don't know who he is, check him out on. He's another vlogger. He's awesome. I'll leave his link down in the description. He's a part of a group called 12 Wheels Around. Please go check them out. There's loads of them in there. I will leave 12 Wheels link down in my description as well, so you can check them all out if you wish. But yeah, also a big shout out to R6 Monkey for a bit of help with this as well, because I've done all the wiring exactly how I wanted to do it. I knew what I was doing with it all. I did say to him about it a few times because I wasn't going to do it differently. I said to him I was having issues with linking up onto my switch for when I turn my bike on and off. It sort of comes on and off with it. He gave me a bit of advice, a bit of help. Also trying to find the neutral wire for this. Yes, I do have it hooked up to my neutral. Now, if you're going to do this and you want to hook it up to the neutral as well, so when you go to neutral gear, it doesn't say 1 or a number, it goes back to 0. Get yourself a Haynes manual. Because in the Haynes manuals are the wire diagrams for your bike, unless you already know where your one is. So this is for the Yamaha MT125. Here is the neutral switch, which is the blue lead. You want to follow this. Now this is your instrument panel that you need to find. So if you hold it like this, the instrument panel there is actually for this. You've got your neutral light, then your throttles, fuel light. This is exactly how it looks up on the display. I tapped up a little bit too high into it. Should have done it further down, but that's my fault. But yeah, you've got to cut into the jacket. There's 10 wires. Inside there is a light blue and white one, and then you need to splice onto that. Now, I was going to solder onto it and tap into it. However, I was a bit worried in sort of like ruining it or damaging it. And also, it's my first bike. I don't want to destroy it anyway. R6 Monkey introduced me to these. Well, I say introduced me. He didn't introduce me. I only knew what they were. A lot of you are probably sitting there going, "Why the hell have you used them? They are lethal. They are just shit. They don't do nothing." Tell you what, this kind of saved my life. It works well if you do it properly. Literally put it on the cables, strip the cable, put it in there, put it on there, crimp that down, lock this down like so, done, and it works. You can't see it, but I will show you at a later date, but I'm going to show you now. So you can see the light has gone blue here. It's a bit hard to see, but I will show you guys. It's currently in neutral, so until you change gear, it won't come up with nothing. Now I'm out of neutral, these numbers will flick. I'll show that. I will do, this is a rolling video tomorrow, and just a little add on to it as well, so I'll show you guys because it's kind of glued down. But yeah, it comes on and off, so on, off, works for me sitting there. Also no problems with it coming on and off with my indicator, right? But yeah, so R6 Monkey, as I was saying, this is how I've installed it. If I know you're looking at getting one, I've literally seen no reviews on these whatsoever or how to install them. So you've got to sort of find your own way. R6 Monkey, like I said, you need to find your own way, mate. Where you need to go, find your own neutral wire. You know your bike better than I do anyway, so you might be able to do this a bit quicker than I did. But again, I recommend using the 6-pin plug. Obviously, make sure you've got solder and iron, electrical tape, some heat shrink is what you want a lot. But basically, that's what I've done. Mine's all tied up behind the headlight, wiring, the power lead, and the sensors run down there. All I've got to do is fix them in place with a nice magnet, and it's done. Any questions about this whatsoever, guys, like I said, leave me a comment, or send me, tweet me, or send me a instant message. It's not a problem. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I'm sorry it's not an actual guide to show you how to fit it, because every bike's different in my personal opinion. I think you need to find your own way of doing it. As long as you have got the right power source to it, anything. If you're going to steal power for this in any way, I recommend stealing power from your headlight maybe, or a side light, and then just run an earthing lead straight to your battery. If you've got anything like I do, like a USB connection here, so you can charge your phone and whatnot, or anything like that, you can still power and you can still power and the negative to that as well. You just splice them onto the cables. Done. Alright guys, so this is the other video that I said about doing. Showing you guys now how the indicator looks. Let me just cut this bit here. So as you know, I said about I glued it onto my frame. Peel it off. Just go there we go. Done. That will need a little bit of cleaning up, but it's not there. I glued it. I used plastic glue, just so you all know. And this is what it looks like. So it's showing 0 at the moment. But if I drop it into first. Right, no, it hasn't come up on here because I haven't got a magnet hooked up to it yet. Magnet. Touch. Well, when I touch it, there's a sensor. See? It's gone to number 1 now. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my magnets to come through. I've got new ones. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh yeah, well it works. Well, I can't show you properly because 1, this is still not hooked up, and 2, well, that's it. But it does work. It's in 0 at the moment. If I go back to neutral, 0, 0 and neutral. It's all hooked up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you find your way useful. I will do another review on this as well. When I start riding again, which is going to be a little while soon. Peace out.